So welcome back to the next video, and the next video now is actually where we're going to use our SQL command. If we look at the presentation, we're saying we're booking from is less than or equals to booking to, and booking to is greater than or equals to booking from. So booking from is get booking from, which is the one that's inputted into the form, and get booking to is the booking to that's inputted. So for this, we're going to basically set our set rs equals db dot open record set, and the first thing we're going to do is select all, select star from tbl bookings. Just going to check the table is bookings, yeah, tbl bookings, and alright, let's say that I'm bound to it, but basically it's bookings from TBL bookings were booking from is less than or equals to booking to from the form. So less than or equals, because it's a date, we put a hash. We close our SQL command so that we can take in the variable and get booking to. So it's booking from is less than or equals booking to. Put our ampersand in, and we're going to continue. So we're surrounding the date with two hashes. So because we closed the statement here, we're now reopening the statement, the command, and we're putting our hash in, and then we're going to put and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to and space, I'm going to end the command here, and I'm going to bring it on to the next line. So to end the command, you put a inverted commas, a space, do an ampersand, a space, and an underscore will allow you to continue the command in the next line. So I'm going to open the command again, and this time on booking to equal or is booking to is greater than or equals booking from. So greater than or equals r dash, close the command to bring in get booking from. So you'll see that that is greater than or equals booking from. So booking to is greater than or equals booking from. Continue back again, ampersand, and reopen the statement with a hash to surround the get booking from. And the last one we want then is what we'll do is we'll come back to that there, we'll just end it this statement here. So you'll see there's no errors in it. What we can do now is cnt equals rs dot record count, and we're just going to do a message box for cnt. What I want to finally add into this is the actual property ref as well. So I'm going to check the table now that I'm going to close out of this, and in the table property ref is b property. So b property equals the property ref from the form. But I'm going to log in and we're going to test this. So and what this should do is actually give us a 1 if we put the dates in. So I'm going to select the property, just any customer, booking from, I'm going to use 18th, and the number of days and number of rooms. So when I submit this, you'll actually see it's bringing up a 1. If I go back then, in this way I'll be able to use my selection then, 19 for number of days. Again, it's bringing up 1. Count 20, the number of days. and it's bringing up 0. So I do know that my command is working and filled in the dates. The next thing is just to have the property ref the same as the property ref in this. So I'm going to close out of the form, I'm going to close out of the dashboard, I'm going to look at I'm going to open my bookings and just delete that record, and its property ref is the design formula table is B property. So B property is the property ref. So B property I'm going to put into my command. If I go to bookings again, go to my submit button on the on click event, what I want to do here is take out this part of the end command, and I'm going to go and B property equals and again this is a string, so I'm going to use an apostrophe, close this some command so that I can bring in get property ref, the ampersand then, and again then open my command, put in my string, and that should bring up for the property. So you'll start to see the record count working. Oh, I'm going to go in and log in. So I'm going through the process of logging in. 345. Log in, new booking, property ref, PR1, booking from the 18th. Number of days, 3 days, number of rooms, 2 rooms, and you'll see that brings up 1. If I change the property now to property 2, it actually brings up 0. So you're starting to see that we can actually check. We'll go back to my property 1 and change the date, say to the 19th for 3 days. Again, it's bringing up the 1, the 20th. Should not bring up any, and it's bringing up the 0. So we're now starting to see our form come into place, and you can see as you change the property, the query will automatically update the property details, which is very handy. So I'm going to close out of this, I'm going to close out of the dashboard, and in the next video what I'm going to show you is where we're actually going to use selection to end the exit, the sub, basically saying you need to choose a new date because these dates are available. So we now know that if CNT equals 1, the message will come up and it'll ask the user to choose 2 new dates or choose a new date for the booking, and if it doesn't come up then it'll allow the booking to proceed. So that'll be the next videos.